Hey guys, I'm Elise Wong, and on this video I'm going to share with you a time-lapse video along with commentary on how I did this digital painting. So this is my second submission for a contest I'm currently joining. As I said in my previous video on my first submission, this contest tests you on style, message, and aesthetics. When you talk to me about message, the inspiration that usually comes to me is about environment. So this is the piece I managed to come up with. I did this painting using Wacom CTL471, and the software I use is Photoshop CS6. I hope you find this video helpful and please enjoy. I clump all the trees together to make it look like it's very dense. Then I just use custom brushes in the forms of splash. You can actually find this on the internet. Then I just use a flat brush and just do flat colors on the tiger. I didn't want it to be very realistic. I wanted it to be a more abstract. So I didn't put much shading into it. It's all very simple. And then I drew birds. At first I wanted to draw the typical childlike bird, but I didn't want it to look like flying mustaches, so I ended up doing legit silhouettes of birds. Then I just added the grass. And for the elephant, same thing. I do flat colors, and with shading I keep it to a very minimal. It was kind of hard because I never really do abstract much. There was always a shade element to it, so I tried to keep it as minimal as I can. So there was a point that it was too much shading I felt, and then I actually decreased it. For the grass, I felt blue wasn't the right color, so I changed it to some greenish yellow. Then I added more splats to give it a very traditional, more of a traditional kind of look to it. Then I did a tapir. Yep, a purple tapir. Usually they come in black and white, but you know, I like purple, and yep, so then I did the shading as well. I wanted to do an orangutan at first, but I felt it was a bit too small, so I cancelled it, and in the end I did a sambar deer, which is also known locally to Malaysia. But the orangutan would have been more well known, but I just thought, you know, putting other animals that people don't really know much about is also quite good. Then I did a Sumatran rhinoceros. For me, I felt compelled to put that in because they are really endangered right now. I mean, if you don't know how much, I actually made a Malaysian Beauties video about it. There are only 3 left in the whole of Malaysia. It's very scary. So I added more paint splash, and especially gravity. So I wanted it to drip down. I added a bit more birds, cloned them, and made them a bit smaller. As for the city, I like to make it black and white, you know, something dull or less lively than the nature. For the tower, I redid it because it looked too much like a cake with a cherry on top, so I added more layers, which in real life there is a lot more layers to that. And then I just used a custom brush and give an illusion that there are a lot of stories to it. It need not be so detailed because after all it's also a somewhat abstract. So this is the Twin Towers of Malaysia. It's an iconic building. It used to be the tallest building in the world, consisting of 88 stories. And this is the KL Tower, which is also an iconic building. Then I added splashes. Gravity follows as well. So, because right now it's actually upside down. Now I am doing the bridge. I use a pen tool to make that nice smooth curve. I use the custom brush and make little random polka dots to it to look gritty. Just enough to give that impression. Next I did a lorry and a few cars. Again, nothing too pretty because it's all abstract. In a way I was quite relieved. There's a lot of things I can get away with. But then there's also an angle because the sky bridge is at a curve, so this car I would have to show the frontal view. The pink car also have to give a somewhat three-dimensional view because the car is turning. I added the smoke to signify pollution. Not only because I can't do factories, it's a bit limited, so I use the cars. I just added other buildings to look really congested as well. Then for the splash paint, I added a lot more to give it its effect. And I just wanted to add some message to it. I used the gradient tool to give the letterings that color transition. Thank you for watching. I really hope you find it helpful and interesting. And if you do, it would mean the world to me if you like and subscribe down below. It really goes a long way. It really motivates me to make more videos. And last but not least, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. And if you'd like to keep up to date with my photos and paintings, you can follow me on Facebook, Deviantart, Google+, and Blogspot, which are linked down below in the video description. That's all for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay cool!